Space was not silent. It whispered. It trembled. And on this night, it waited. Across the burning ruins of fallen worlds, the shadow of one being stretched across the stars. Thanos, the Mad Titan. His crusade had shattered civilizations, broken armies, and bent destiny to his will. In his gaunted hand gleamed power stolen from existence itself. But somewhere beyond the broken stars, thunder gathered, and thunder answers to only one god. Thor, son of Odin, last true king of Asgard, stood upon the edge of a dying battlefield. His eye burned with fury, his heart burned with regret, and his hammer crackled with lightning. Tonight, gods would bleed. Chapter 1. A king without a throne. Asgard was gone. The golden towers once shining beneath the rainbow bridge had fallen to flame and prophecy. Thor had watched his home burn. He had watched his father fade into stardust. He had watched his brother die. Twice. The weight of kingship pressed heavily upon his shoulders. But heavier still was the guilt. He had faced Thanos before, and he had failed. The memory haunted him. The battlefield, the snap of cosmic energy, the silence that followed. Half of all life erased in a single gesture. Thor's grip tightened around Stormbreaker. This ends now, he whispered to the storm clouds forming above him. Lightning answered. Chapter 2. The Mad Titan waits on a quiet world bathed in orange light. Thanos knelt among alien crops. To any observer, he looked peaceful. A farmer. A tired old warrior who had finally laid down his blade, but pieces fragile. The wind shifted. The sky darkened. Thunder rolled. Thanos slowly rose to his full height. I wondered when you would come, he said calmly. A bolt of lightning tore open the heavens. Thor descended from the storm like a god reborn. Chapter 3. The first strike. Thor did not speak. He attacked. Stormbreaker cleaved through the air, lightning exploding outward like a supernova. The earth split beneath Thanos' feet as the Titan barely rolled aside. The ground where he stood seconds earlier vaporized. Thanos summoned his blade, twin-edged, merciless. Steel met enchanted Uru metal. The shockwave flattened forests. Thor roared, summoning a storm so violent it turned daylight into chaos. Lightning struck again and again, hammering Thanos into the earth. For a moment, it seemed the storm had won. Then the ground exploded. Thanos emerged through fire and rubble, and he smiled. Chapter 4. Strength of Titans. They collided again. Thor struck with godly fury, hammer, axe, fists charged with lightning. Each blow could have shattered mountains. Thanos absorbed the punishment, endured it. Adapted. He countered with brutal efficiency, his blade cutting through lightning currents, his fists striking with unstoppable force. Thor was sent crashing across the valley, carving a trench through stone. Blood dripped from the corner of his mouth. Thanos approached. You aim for vengeance, Thanos said. I fight for balance. Thor rose slowly. You murdered my people, and I saved countless more. Their eyes locked, and the war resumed. Chapter 5. The god unleashed. Thor closed his remaining eye. And let go. The sky above ignited. Not lightning, but something deeper. Something ancient. The power of the All-Father. The spirit of Odin. The rage of a king who had lost everything. Thor levitated, lightning spiraling around him like a celestial hurricane. Stormbreaker glowed white-hot. Thanos' expression hardened. For the first time, he sensed danger. Thor descended like divine judgment. The impact shattered the planet's crust. Chapter 6. Breaking. The Titan blow after blow rained down. Thor's fury was relentless. Stormbreaker struck Thanos' armor, cracking it. Lightning burned across his skin. The Titan staggered under the assault. Thor roared in triumph. For Asgard! He raised Stormbreaker for a final strike, but hesitation flickered in his eyes. Memories. Failure. The snap. That single heartbeat of doubt was enough. Thanos seized Thor's arm. Twisted. Stormbreaker flew from his grasp. The Titan's fist crashed into Thor's jaw, sending the god of thunder crashing into the shattered earth. Chapter 7. Words of Kings. Thor struggled to rise. Thanos stood above him. You are not the only one who has lost everything, the Titan said quietly. But pain does not make you righteous. Thor spat blood. It makes me worthy. With a desperate surge, Thor summoned Stormbreaker back into his hand. Lightning erupted again. They clashed one final time. Chapter 8. The Final Storm. The battlefield was ruin. Mountains reduced to dust. Skies torn open. Thor, battered and bleeding, stood barely upright. Thanos' armor hung broken from his frame. Both warriors were exhausted. Thor closed his eye once more, and instead of rage, he chose clarity. He fought not for revenge, not for guilt, but for protection, for life, for hope. Lightning surged, calmer, now but stronger. Focused. Thor struck. Stormbreaker cleaved through Thanos' blade. Then into his armor. Then dash into the Titan himself. Thunder roared like the birth of a universe. Chapter 9. The silence after, when the light faded. Thanos lay defeated. Not disintegrated. Not erased. Simply beaten. Thor stood over him, breathing heavily. Thanos looked up at the storm-filled sky. Perhaps balance was never mine to decide. Thor lowered his weapon. The future is not yours to control. The storm slowly faded, and for the first time in years, Thor felt peace. Epilogue. A king reborn, Thor returned to the stars, not as a broken warrior chasing vengeance, but as a king who had learned loss does not define a god. Choice does. The universe would heal. Slowly. And somewhere in the cosmos, thunder would always answer the call of those who needed protection. For as long as lightning struck the heavens, the god of thunder would stand.